through the area, and some very strong storms pushing into the Grand Forks area and Hatton. A couple of different warnings to let you know about south of Northwood. These cells moving southeast at 40 miles per hour right over Hatton. Gusty straight line winds and hail upwards of 1 inch in diameter will be possible from the strongest cells as they move right toward the Mayville radar right now. There is another warning for this area, and it's a similar storm. They're kind of converging into one area here. Those are moving down toward the Highway 2 corridor to the east and to the south of you folks in Sharon. These storms you'll want to seek shelter from, interior rooms, staying away from those windows, and let us know of any severe weather that you do get. Now, in Grand Forks, we have a strong cluster of thunderstorms pushing their way in. See this? This actually broke off from the main cell and says, we're going to the left, and that's what's happening. Moving into Grand Forks now, some gusty winds. There is some hail potential with the storms as they push their way into town. Now, you can see here on the latest scan, updated in real time, that there is some dark reds and pinks right over this side. This is not far from the mall here as we look in. Also over by the Alaris Center, heading in towards East Grand Forks now, and that Demers Avenue, this backward C shape means you're likely going to experience in some places some fairly gusty west-southwest winds from this storm as it works its way through. No severe warning for this storm, but it certainly is on the strong side. Here's a look at what it looks like right now as we take a look at our camera. Thanks so much to our friends at Home of Economy there on the north side of town. There it is right now. The wind, very heavy rain, and the gusts with this storm are obviously quite strong. So again, as it's safe to do so, you can get out and measure the largest size hailstones if the storm or others have passed through your area. If there happens to be tree damage, look at the largest branch diameter and let us know what those are. That sure does help in making us aware of what these storms are capable of producing downwind. These are moving to the southeast. There's a few cells trying to form near Highway 200 and point south. They're over 40 miles away from Fargo-Moorhead, so this line will be pushing in here in a little over an hour. So probably somewhere close to 4:30 to 5 p.m. will be prime time in the Fargo area. If you're out at the street fair, if you're out at the Red River Valley Fair and Thief River Falls, we have folks out at the fair there in Pennington County. Those storms right now, non-severe, looks like you're going to get a break. We'll keep you posted. Have your Valley News Live weather app handy, and we'll keep you ahead of the storms. And again, the main threat tonight will be large hail and gusty straight line winds. Until next time, stay tuned to us here at Valley News Live and stay safe.
For continuous weather coverage, download the free Valley News Live weather app. This is a weather update from the Valley News Live First Alert Storm Team.
Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. This is Fargo. You're looking at our CorWinAuto.com Skycam. We've got a rain-free base on this thunderstorm, which has been warned as severe. It's heading towards us now. If you are at the street fair, if you're in the West Fargo area there at the Red River Valley Fair, it is moving in our direction. And right now we are not in the warning for this storm, but we will keep you updated on it as we move through the afternoon. It's moving in our direction about 25 miles per hour. Some hail from the storm in the Hatton area. It's pretty close to quarter size if we move that over as far as its largest diameter there. Paige, thanks for sharing. A lot of active warnings from this line of thunderstorms. It's making its way into the Red River Valley now. Grand Forks, the storm that moved through your area, has become severe. We'll get to that. Here's the one moving towards Fargo. These southern storms are moving a little slower than the northern ones, moving east-southeast 24 miles per hour, moving into Castleton now. The hail core is way back here, moving towards Castleton and the Highway 18 corridor, and again, 25 miles per hour. So in Castleton right now, the greatest of the hail is not there, but gusty straight-line winds on the order of 60 miles per hour possible. 1.5 inch diameter hail possible from these cells as they move right along and just north of the I-94 corridor. Let's go ahead and time that out for a couple of us here as we are in the FM area. We'll give you an idea of when it may be near us as I try to get my glasses adjusted here. All right, Fargo, West Fargo at the fairgrounds, close to about 4:07 or so, 4:15 for the greater part of Fargo. It does look like basically from West Fargo and points north toward the airport could see the greatest impacts from that particular storm. Here's another storm warning until 4 o'clock. 1.5 inch diameter hail from this at 60 mile per hour gusts. We're talking about the Page area, northern and western reaches of Cass County, right on the border there with Steele and Trail County, as a matter of fact. This one's moving southeast at closer to 30 miles per hour. Prepare for large hail from that. This cell warning just expired for Mayville, but you can see the cluster of the storm sitting right on top of the radar dome here. This will give us some very good information as far as the wind and wind potential from the storm. So I'm going to click through and take a couple of looks at the wind speeds. We're not seeing anything on the lower levels of the storm that is over 60 miles per hour, so that's good. The hail potential with that particular cell has diminished. It's strong though, heading right over the Mayville area. Now it'll be near Cummings by 4:10. Here's the storm that just pushed through Grand Forks with 55 mile per hour winds measured there, heading right towards Shirley as it's working its way off to the east. This one's moving a little bit faster, closer to 40 miles per hour. So that'll put it in that Shirley area by 3:44 and on towards Red Lake Falls close to 4 o'clock. Prepare for 1 inch hail, but because of this backward Z shape here to this, gusty straight line winds will be in order. Some much needed rain for Fisher, for Grand Forks making its way over right now, so we'll be thankful for that. There'll be some lightning with it, so certainly nitrogen rich rain making its way through. Here are the hail cores we're watching. Mayville, Grand Forks are actually Polk County and central parts of, well, the Cass County area. That's the strongest one right now, 1.5 inch diameter hail. Prepare for severe weather, seek shelter in that interior room. If you're out at the street fairs, whether it's fair in Fargo, West Fargo, or Thief River, make sure you have your Valley News Live weather app handy. We'll keep you ahead of the storms as we go through the evening.
For continuous weather coverage, download the free Valley News Live weather app.